Welcome to the channel, welcome to the workshop, well the other end of the workshop. You might have seen a video a couple of weeks ago, I've got a sandblasting cabinet, a desktop one. So the plan today is, because you can just about see it here, is to make a table for the cell which will sit here, which is nicely conveniently located next to my airlines. It needs a bit of jiggery pokery in here. I'm quite lucky that I can get rid of my air tools. They can go on the other side of this wall where the air compressor is. My plug socket, which is here, needs to be moved up, which is quite lucky because the wire runs up here. So I'm going to pull the wire up and position it somewhere in the middle there, a little bit easier to plug the power socket into. It's a 12-volt little transformer thing that goes in there to power the light. It'll also mean I can lift this thing a little bit higher as well for it, make it easier to use. So that is the plan, to get this thing that's buried under here at the moment, lift it up and just make it more practical. So as you can see, it'll sit just underneath the airlines. So this will move, that'll go around. And there was an option to, let me go into my crap area. I did think about sitting it above the compressor, but this needs sorting out. A lot of this is because that's there, it got moved across. But I don't have any real lighting in here. I'll get some eventually, but I'll be using the 12-volt light that's in it. It's not ideal, as well as the lines are on the other side. So yeah, the plan is to put it there so you can walk in there, and then once it's all in, we're going to look at an update video on it as well, showing some modifications to it, try and reduce the dust down as much as possible, because it will be in the main workshop. That's going to be basically a bead seal around the outside of it, as well as try to get some dust extraction on the side of it to my shop vac. Well, that's a problem for another day. Right, so let's go into the garage. That was my wheel ramp extensions. Right, let's go into the garage and I'll show you what I picked up. So luckily I had this leftover bit of countertop, which is what was in the workshop. I kept it just in case, because I thought something might go in that location, and that fits perfectly. The length, I was going to trim the back of it off. I just picked up and got some of these bits of it's CLS timber from B&Q. So this is what, 2 runs there. I think they're down to £3.75 now, which is looking good, because they were about £4.50. So the idea is build a bit of a frame, attach it to the wall. That's it. Nice easy project for a Sunday afternoon. Right, I'm going to start in there and clearing everything out of there to make room, so we know what space we've got. Relocate the plug socket up, and I think that's it. Oh, fire extinguisher needs moving as well. So yeah, let's get on with that. Okay, quick update on this plug. It doesn't get its power down. This is feeding the rest of this workshop. It gets its power from the plug socket on the other side, so it's directly through here, so I can't move this plug socket. It's not a problem. I might put the bench over the top, put a hole in it to allow the plug to go through. It's not massively bad enough. I'll just sit it a bit higher, just to make it so you sit up a bit more when you're actually using the thing, rather than stoop down. So I completely forgot about that, because there's a plug socket on directly on the other side for the compressor. So right, okay, I'll put that back together. We'll get rid of that, and then we'll start measuring up for a table. The plan is we'll create a frame that'll come out, that'll support the kitchen countertop, and then once it's in place, I can then do the legs, and we'll screw the legs in case the floor's a bit uneven, which it might be in this shed. This shed's only 9 years old. That way I can make sure it's supported correctly, rather than trying to second guess how long those legs are going to be. I'll literally build a frame, attach it to the wall, and then make the legs to suit. So I'll probably cut them a little bit short so they can sit inside the frame. You'll see what I mean. It's just going to be a box frame. Right, let's get into the shed and do some measuring. All right, I've just sat the sandblasting cabinet on top of that countertop I've got. I'm just going to show you what I need to do, because it's a little bit tight in the workshop. So let me just show you. So I've set it up nice and tight to the front. As you can see on the back, we've got a little bit of an overhang. I want to try and trim some of this off, but I have to be careful because the air inlet is on the back. So if I want to come out, say 50mm, I'll probably have to trim 50mm of this off. Because I want to try and get this as tight as possible, because I'll show you why. Right, so I've just got a tape out there. You can see where 600mm is, which is that one. It's quite close to the door and to that, so by knocking, say, 50mm off that, it's just going to fit a lot better in that space, I think. So that's why I'm going to try and trim a smidgen off the back of it. I've done a markup, I'm going to take 65mm off it, finally getting some use out of this track bar thing I got for using with my circular saw to cut that off in one go nice and straight. Fingers crossed. The battery would be helpful. Right, there we go. Okay. Perfect. Right, now I've got that, flip it over, work out what I need to do to chop off the frame. Right, got everything I need. Boards there, 2 bits of timber, chop saw set up. Let's get this frame knocked together. So, frame made. I did the tabs in, you might have seen there. I did the tabs in, ready to receive the top, so we'll screw it on. Right, we need to take this into the workshop, attach it in place. I need to measure how thick the top is, attach it to the wall. I'll pre-drill this actually to do that because the screws have got the right pain. I'm not sure what the top is, but it's not a posi. It's not really it's like a very small. Anyway, I'm just having a bit of a problem with the bit I'm using, and the cheap ones have got rounded themselves off. So we'll get it done. But yeah, so go in and then we'll cut the legs of the suit. Okay, so I've got my frame. I measured 35 mil, 30 mil countertop, or 35, just wanted to get it slid underneath the plug socket. And then yeah, we can get this in. We're going to put it right tight up against this. Get the first one in, and then I can level it. That is the plan. Oh, where's my level? Where's my dumpy level? Right, now side. Now what I want to do is I'm going to move this back a little bit. I'll show you what I'm going to do. There we go. Now I've got the height. I'm going to cut 2 pieces to the height. I can then screw these in and put the top back on. Yeah, that should work. That way I can level it this way out from the wall to make sure it is level. Make sure my cuts are all square. So I'm going to cut those and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've cut 2 bits. One of them's sort of already in here. At least the idea being that I can pre-drill the outside, run some screws in, they can level, can lift this up to make sure it's nice and flat. So let's just get on with that. Right then, all done. Made it a small puzzle. This gap here between this countertop here, you can just off screen, and this is fine. You can get through. I do need a bit of a tidying up in my rubbish area. But yeah, it's in. It fits really well. I'm glad I took the edge off it a little bit. But yeah, for the sake of how much did I spend on the timber? £6.50, £7.50, £7.50 on the timber, and I had this left over, and now this is in the workshop. Now I know what you're thinking. If you can't get in the top, it can open more than enough for me to get in there. Airline. So this is the airline. That one's an oil line. I can just go down and hook on the side for using it, so that's all perfect. Then it can be stowed away when I don't need it. So yeah, quick little project. It took me what, an hour or two, an hour or so. We had a bit more infrastructure. Hopefully, I might put a shelf in there. I do have some stuff under here that I'm hoping to get out of the shelf because I didn't actually check. It should be okay. That's a problem for another day. But yeah, it's going to give me a little bit of storage that's away. I'm not sure what I'm going to put under there now. I've got my workbenches and things that need to go away and stow away. That might limit where they can go and how far out they can come here. So it should hopefully help to tidy up the workshop by lifting something up the y-axis, if you know what I mean. Anyway, quick build, quick workshop infrastructure build for the day. Not a bad time to spend a Sunday afternoon. Right, so the next thing I mentioned before, I'm going to do some modifications to this to try and reduce the dust coming through it. You'll see in the review, not a lot came out of it, but I think I can make some slight improvements for not a lot of money. So we've got dust extraction here. If I can get that to a hoover, the shop back, perfect. If I can just reseal the top a little bit better, not that it's not a good dust, I think I can make it a little bit better, a bit more snug. That'll just help reduce the amount of dust coming out, so we can use it here more often. Anyway, if you made it this far and just watching me building stuff for my workshop, and you enjoyed it, thanks, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.